Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Nana Firdaus, and on today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this beautiful hijab that has a bow at the back. Without further ado, let's get started. So for this tutorial, I'll be using 2 yards of a stretchy fabric. I'm using a lycra fabric here. The first thing you will do is you're going to fold your fabric into 2 this way. Then the length will be, the front length will be 32 inches. You measure 32 inches. So the next thing you do is you come down by 13 inches from the folded edge for your face opening. You go in by 10 inches. Then you are going to cut from the 13 inch mark to the 10 inch mark on a slanted line. So to take your front measurement, you are going to place the 13 inch mark of your tape on the point where the 13 inch mark was. Then you are going to measure your front length, which is 35 inches. So you mark it out this way. So to get your side measurement, you are going to fold your fabric diagonally this way. You fold it into 2 again this way. Then from the tip of your fabric, you are going to measure 27 inches, which is your side length. Then you are going to just notch the part where your side measurement stops. Then you open up your fabric. So for the back measurement, you are going to measure 35 inches from the tip of your fabric downwards this way. Then you are going to cut from your front length down to your side length, then down to your back length. Don't forget to notch the midpoint of your face opening. The next thing you will do is you come down by 2 inches from your folded edge. Then you are going to link that to the part where your side measurement is. You are going to cut it out this way. After cutting it out, you measure the part that I just cut out. Mine was 26 inches. To get the extra flap that you will be cutting, you are going to subtract 2 inches from the measurement that you just took, which is 26 inches minus 2 inches, which will give us 24 inches. So the length of the extra flap you will be cutting will be 24 inches. To cut the extra back flap, you are going to fold your fabric into 2 this way. Then you are going to fold it diagonally into 2 again. So after folding it this way, you are going to measure 24 inches from the tip of your fabric round to form a cone. Once you are done with that, you will cut it out. So I just trimmed off the excesses that I had there, but note that you will not be opening the folded edge. So this is what you have. So you are going to come down by 2 inches and you will cut it out. From the tip of your fabric, you will come down by 2 inches. So once you cut that out, and you measure 3 inches from the folded edge this way. Then you measure the actual length that you need, which is 22 inches. You are going to measure it out this way. Then I'm going to trim it off. I don't want the side to be too wide, so I trimmed it off. The next thing you do is you are going to measure the width of the widest part. Mine is 36 inches. Then you hem it, and you hem this other end too. So for your hijab cap, you fold your fabric into 4 this way. The hijab cap height that you will use is 4 inches and the width you will use is 7 inches. Then you cut it out this way. Don't forget to notch your midpoint. So to cut the parts of your bow, you are going to cut a fabric that is 5 inches by 3 inches. So for the bow at the back of your hijab, you will cut a fabric that is 10 inches by 8 inches. So I folded my fabric into 2 and I cut a fabric that is 8 inches long and then 5 inches on a fold this way. So when you open it up, you are going to have a fabric that is 8 inches by 10 inches. The next thing you do is arrange your stone using your preferred design. You are going to arrange your stone. The length of your arranged stone that you need is the length of the widest part of the cone that you cut out, which is 36 inches times 2, which is 72 inches. So I'm going to place my stone on the transfer sheet and make sure I have a transfer sheet with stone that is 72 inches long. The next thing you will do is you are going to place your stones on the widest part of your cone. So you are going to use the heat transfer machine to do that. So I just placed my fabric on the transfer machine and I pressed it. The next thing you will do is you are going to place your designed stone on the tip of your cone. You are going to carefully align it. Then you'll be placing your heat transfer machine on it to heat it up. And this is what you will have. So you are going to repeat the process till you are done embellishing all the edge of the widest part of your cone with this stone. Now to the sewing aspect, this is what the widest part of the cone looks like after placing the stone on it. So to start sewing, we are going to place the cone on the back part of our hijab, of our main hijab body. So to get where you are going to place the cone, you are going to rearrange your main hijab. You are going to lay your main hijab body down this way, the way it was before you split it into two. So this was what it looks like before I splitted it into two. So you pick the center piece, which is the back part that has the folded part of the hijab. You are going to open it up with the right side facing up. For you to know the part that you will be sewing the cone on, it is the part that has the notch point of your face opening. So you spread it open with the right side facing up. Then you are going to come down by 5 inches on both ends. On both edges, you are going to come down by 5 inches. Then you pin it down, because that is where the cone is going to start from. So you are going to place your cone on it with the wrong side facing the right side of your back panel. So the right side will be facing up. So you place the tip on the part where you pin down, that's the 5-inch mark. Then you pin it, and you repeat the same thing for the second side too. So to join it together with the other parts that you cut out, you are going to align the two fabrics together. Then you pick the right part of, I'll be starting with my right hand side. So you pick the right part of the cutout, you place it the way it's supposed to be for you to be sure that that is what you pick. With the right side facing up, then you are going to flip it to the other side this way, and you'll be joining the 3 fabrics together. So this is what you have once you are done with joining that side. You repeat the same thing for the left hand side of your main hijab body too. You are going to align the cone and the back panel properly this way. Then you place the left part of the main hijab body. You are going to place it beside it to be sure that that is what you have with the right side facing up. Then you flip it on your cone. So the right side of that panel will be on the right side of your cone this way. So to make sure that you are not mixing your parts and to know where you are supposed to join the parts to the back panel, after cutting it, you can just use your chalk to mark it, to mark the right side for you to know this is where I'm supposed to join together. So you are going to join the 3 layers together. So to fix your hijab cap to your main hijab body, you spread your hijab open this way. So this is what it looks like after sewing them together. You fold it into 2, then you trim off any excesses that you might have along your face opening. To fix your hijab cap to your main hijab body, you are going to spread it open this way with the right side facing up. Then you place the notch point on your hijab cap on the notch point on your main hijab body this way with the right side facing each other. You align it on your face opening. Then you are going to sew it down. Once you are done with that, you are going to fold your face opening into 2 this way. Then you take half of your face circumference. You are going to measure it downwards this way. And so you are going to sew from there downwards this way. So to make your bow, you are going to add soft interfacing on the fabric that you cut earlier. After doing that, you fold your fabric along the 10-inch mark. You are going to fold it into 2. So the measurement will be 5 inches by 8 inches. You sew your ends together and leave a small opening for you to turn it to the other side. Once you are done with that, you turn it inside out. Then you close the open ends. Once you are done with that, you are going to fold it into 2 along the 8-inch mark for you to know where the midpoint is. You are going to make a crease along that line. Then you fold it in a zigzag form this way, same way I just did. You can see it. Then you are going to be sewing on the midpoint. This is just me trying to see if I'm holding the mid part of the bow. Then you are going to sew it down. Once you are done with that, you pick your 5 inches by 3 inches fabric and you are going to sew 2 ends together this way. Fold it into 2 with the right sides facing each other. Then you sew it. You're going to close it up, then turn it inside out. Once you are done with that, then you close the open ends. The next thing you will do is you are going to pick your main hijab. You are going to fold the cone that has stones on it. You are going to pick that widest part. You fold it into two to get the midpoint. Then you are going to fold the upper part too into two to get the midpoint. And you'll be using your thread and needle to gather it together. So after using your thread and needle to gather that part together, you are going to use that same thread and needle to fix your bow to that part that you gathered together. Once you are done with that, you are going to use the extra piece to cover the part where you stitched this way. You wrap it around it, then you join it together. You can use your thread and needle to join it together, or you use your sewing machine to sew it down. So this is what you have after doing that. Then you hem the ends of your hijab. So to make your bow stick to the back of your head, what you do is you are going to come down by 5 inches from the part where you joined your hijab cap to your main hijab body. You are going to come down by 5 inches, which was where I pinned, and you are going to be sewing the extra flap that you used to cover the part that you stitched the cone and your bow together. You are going to pinch that extra fabric, then you place it on the 5-inch mark and you'll be sewing it. You'll be sewing that extra piece to the hijab. You won't be sewing on your bow, you'll just be sewing that extra piece to the back of your hijab this way. After doing that, you might want to stitch the edges of your bow to the tip of the cone this way for it to lay flat, but I wanted my bow to stick out, so I didn't do this. And your beautiful hijab is ready. So once you are done sewing your hijab, the last thing you will do is you are going to place your stone with a circular design on the front part of your hijab, and your beautiful hijab with bow is ready. So this is the final look of this beautiful hijab. If you found this tutorial video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, suggestions or tips you'd like to share, kindly drop them in the comment section below. Have a great day, ma. Salam.